today. Um, Jenny, I think the sounds a little bit weird for the microphone, right? But anyhow, yeah, let's start it. So, a little bit introduce myself. Um, I think the microphone's kind of weird, right? Echo or something. Yeah. So, my name is Howard. I'm the developer relationship in Tang Foundation. I will mainly focus on Asia market. Will be in Taiwan, Hong Kong, something like that. So I will stay in Bangkok for about 1 to 2 weeks. But I would like to, bring more local community to know about the Tang blockchain. So happy guys to have you here. So hope please have a great uh, shout for yourself, so on and so forth. And more importantly, please scan this QR code because we might be will have an airdrop today. So feel free to scan the QR code to join the group chat. Supposedly, I think everyone can join. Okay, great. So everyone in here, do you need more time to scan? So let's start it. A little bit introduce about myself. I joined the Binance in 2018 as a data analyst in data team. So there's something like that. We are helping people to build a dashboard, so on and so forth, like here. And as you can see, I joined some of the venture fund in United States in 2021, so on and so forth, and trying to build some project in 2022. And yeah, so this is my previous boss. He tried to build some Yam Finance before. If you're familiar with Yam Finance, which is one of the algorithm stablecoin back in the day in DeFi summer. So yeah, they invest lots of a great project. Like, as you can see, will be for example Etherscan, 0x Protocol, or Zapper, or Olympus, so on and so forth. Yeah. So a little bit move forward, I would say I know about the Tom blockchain because my other friends we met 5 years ago when I building the one of the biggest blockchain media in Taiwan, and they are the reason why told me that maybe you can take a look about Tom blockchain since the last year I'm building a project, but my project funds was locked in FTX. So back in the day, he told me about the Tom blockchain stuff almost about last year, December, after FTX crash, so on and so forth. So they also helping the Tom project. So they create one of the company called TongX in Taiwan. So let's start it. So today we have a few sessions. So first of all, we'll be introduced about the difference between Tong and Ethereum, right? So first of all, Tang is a high TPS chain, which is this is a great table over here. As you can see, this is a briefly introduced about Tang and Solana and Ethereum and so on and so forth. So you can see Tang have some of the great technology. For example, we have sharding support. We have also have the great narrative. I will introduce about the narrative here later. But fundamentally, if you want to know more about the comparison between those different trends, you can check about this white paper. I think this is launched by Tom Core team, but that will be more deeply introduced about the technical part, about difference between Solana, Ethereum, and Tom. But more than that, we can, more briefly introduce you as a simplest way. Do you know what is a TPS idea in a beyond with the numbers, right? Everyone have a Visa card. So if you check a Visa credit card, the average TPS is probably 6K only. So TPS is more like transaction per second. That's the reason why we usually measure blockchain. We're using the TPS, so on and so forth. So if you notice about our ecosystem, you probably noticed that the Durov just launched this kind of Twitter on his post on Telegram channel. This is a general comparison between Tom blockchain TPS versus a Bitcoin TPS and the TPS in BSC or any other etc. Blockchain. So, what is the idea about the 100,000 TPS? If you put a graph in here, you can see what's the difference between Tom blockchain versus the Ethereum blockchain in TPS. I wouldn't say this is a numbers game, like just doing some numbers marketing stuff, but I would say in technical side, Tom does have some great technology over here. So I will introduce about the details later on. On the other hand, it's a non-EVM chain. So if you take a look about DeFi Llama, you can see about the TVL over here, right? So basically, the first page is over here as a TVL part. You still cannot see any non-EVM chain. So when we talk about non-EVM chain, you can see the probably the biggest one would be Solana chain, right? And if you're putting a circle graph, that'll be one of the interesting topic will be everyone know 80-20 rule. So does that mean whether the non-EVM chain can have more than 20% of the TVL at least, right? Supposedly, because we don't think, lots of investor think that it wouldn't be only EVM chain in the world. So probably we'll have a non-EVM chain. So right now the town's TVL is still quite low, but if you check about DeFi Llama, we're still quite aggressively increasing at this moment. So I would say, based on this graph, I would say towns still have the potential to grow for that kind of a 20% later on. So account instruction, this is quite of a great idea over here, which is, does anyone here using MetaMask before? MetaMask. So MetaMask is a kind of account system, which is different with account abstraction. So what is account abstraction means, right? So basically, AA means your wallet can pretend it like a smart contract, and in Tang, your wallet is originally just like a smart contract since the day one. So there's no account or smart contract difference in Tang. Every addresses in Tom blockchain is smart contract. Okay, so this is account abstraction means. More than that, you can check on-chain data. This is data since the point since last year. You can see the on-chain active wallet already increased like 250%. So I would say we are still quite slightly growing from last year, since last year. And more than that, you can check like on-chain transaction based on the wallet, right? Because your wallet is a contract, smart contract, then you can check in those transaction data and so on and so forth. So this is kind of interesting graph. Do you know what is this kind of number of a transaction for daily usage for a smart contract? Have you, does anyone here trying any D app on Tom blockchain? Haven't? No? Okay. I want to see how you guys familiar with a tongue, so on and so forth, so I can introduce faster or something. Okay. No, not much. Okay, great. So you will see later because we will have airdrop, right? So this transaction is based on one the biggest or most usage D app right now in the Tom blockchain, which is fragment.com. So basically, right now in Tom blockchain, you can buy the anonymous phone number like this. So basically, you buy a phone number, which is an NFT. So once you buy this NFT, you can using this phone number to log in your Telegram account without using any, if I am the U.S. citizen, if I using a American phone number, I probably cannot use our Ed Wallet service. So I will mention about this later on. So basically, in here, this is more like NFT as a phone number. So this is quite obvious use case for now. On the other hand, this is a floor price for this kind of NFT. So just kind to showing you guys about the anonymous phone number. Probably have lots of users just buying for them. So the other hand, when we talk about tongue, we usually mention about the Telegram. So what is the narrative, right? I think narrative is quite important in any bull cycle for sure. So let me ask you a question. How much time do you spend on your phone every day? Right? Probably 12 hour, 18 hour, or someone would be 23 hour if you don't sleep, right? So this is my screenshot for my battery usage. So as you can see, spend like 40% of the time. Well, I think if I visit in Bangkok, I probably my Tinder application probably higher. But basically, Telegram is my biggest normal usage in my daily job, in my daily messaging app for sure, right? So I think everyone here, if you are in crypto industry, you are probably the same as well. So what is the narrative? So the narrative will be right now, Telegram itself have 800 million active user for monthly, a monthly active user, which means something, right? If we can onboard those 800 million active user to on-chain level, then it will be becoming, Tang will be becoming the biggest blockchain in any around the world, so on and so forth. So I think right now will be one assumption will be if you put the most download application like here, like we can ask ourselves a question: what is the biggest or chance for any company over here onboarding Web3? Probably TikTok, no, because TikTok suffer with regulation stuff in United States, so on and so forth, and United States and China's relationship issues, so on and so forth. But what I point out would be maybe Telegram can onboarding as many as possible users on in an on-chain level. So in other words, we want to introduce the other fancy technology will be the Telegram web app. So as you can see in here, you can check about one kind of the example over here. So you can try to scan the QR code over here. You'll be access one of the application, demo application, which is more like a bot. So it will be show as the video as I show over here. So basically, the reason why I call web app because right now you can build the application inside the Telegram without jumping to other, download more new application on App Store. You don't. You can just directly access those application inside your Telegram without downloading any application anymore. Um, so this is called a Telegram web application. So what's that mean, right? That means you probably heard one of the theory, which is super app theory. I think this is quite common. A great use case would be WeChat or Facebook or Instagram, right? Or TikTok, Grab. If you are local Thailand people, you're probably familiar. Or you can use the Grab as a daily usage without need any other application. No matter it's teleport uh, or transportation, so on and so forth, you can just using the Grab no matter what. So I think right now the Telegram also have one of this kind of idea to build a super app. So what's that mean, right? We, if you, I think everyone here, you already have the Telegram application for sure, right? You can scan to jump into a Telegram group chat, and I just introduced the web application, which is a wallet system. We will mention about that later on once we have a airdrop. And more than that, we will talk more about the Tom blockchain, which is the other side of the ecosystem. But right now, you can see what kind of super app we can build based on Telegram. So let's talk about the wallet pay. So what is wallet pay? So right now, I think I will trying to show you how you can open up with your wallet system. So one second, let me send something to the group chat so you can check about that. Okay. E, have you noticed? No.
Okay. I just share links to the group chat. So can you try to click? So I just share a link to the group chat. So if you click the link, you probably can get some free Toncoin token. Is that works? Okay, so you open up. This is web application. This is right now we are focusing on, which is a front end layer to help you access the Tong blockchain. Right? You just directly having a asset in your Ed wallet bot, or you can say just your Web3 wallet. And right now, you can just access some kind of any venture or any vendor to buy or sell the stuff if you want. So this is called the wallet pay, right? And more than that, if you want to sell something, you can also access a wallet pay like this. It will be if you are a vendor or restaurant, you want to sell something, you can also use in a wallet pay feature, which is basically you can show your QR code so your customer can directly scan your QR code and pay through the Toncoin, right? So this is one feature for the Tom wallet pay. On the other hand, we also have a Tom Space, which is a fully non-custodian wallet, which can also accessible for your NFT, so on and so forth. So yeah, so this is kind of a generalized to share about how Telegram access with the Tom. But we haven't mentioned about so deeply about the Tom blockchain itself. So because I check a little bit, I wouldn't share too much deeply about the technical side because I will skip a little bit about the detail about the blockchain stuff. But fundamentally, if you are interested, you can check the white paper. I share the links over here, or go to tong.org to check more in details for sure. There's lots of 5 different white paper, so I don't want to jump into so deeply messaging or technical stuff to share about how transaction works on the blockchain. So, but basically, you can understand which is a synchronized blockchain, so which is quite complicated. So this is a great example in Ethereum, which is single line blockchain. You can think about that. So in Tom, we are more often to deal with this kind of messenger passing stuff. Because let me ask you a question. If you're A, you want to pass in the message to D, how can you know that the messaging in 3 and 4, which one will be faster to receive to D in a synchronized world, which is will be more complicated in a global network. So I don't want to jump into deeply in the detail, but if you check on-chain transaction, in fact, the town transaction will be look like this. Your transaction will pop out like multiple messaging, jump into different addresses, which is so different than the Ethereum stuff. So yeah, so let's introduce about more general stuff, which is programming language. But I wouldn't share too much. So basically, we are not using the Solidity because, as I mentioned, Tong is a non-event stuff. In Ethereum, you have to write the smart contract through the Solidity, right? Yes, it's a smart contract language in Ethereum. So in Tong, because we need to face is a high TPS with hundreds of thousands of TPS, so we redesign the smart contract stuff, so on and so forth. So if you want to learn to build a new smart contract, I mean, you have if you want to onboard in Tong blockchain, you have to learn the new programming language. I think this is the biggest issue or the barrier for the project team to join. So yeah, so I don't want to introduce like too much about the smart contract stuff, but here I just show you a briefly template I prepare. I don't know whether everyone here is a developer, but because when I prepare this presentation, I also trying to cover some developers for sure. So right now I'm just showing that you can just easily deploy your first smart contract through my template within the 3 minutes. So this is one of the example over here. But anyhow, I will just jump into here. Next, we want to introduce will be Tongue Connect.
This will be more easy. I understand stuff. Because when we go to a website, we definitely don't want to like type in your user account, password, so on and so forth, which is massive and pretty terrible, right? So I usually will use like the LastPass, which is an extension, can help me store the password, so on and so forth. But right now, if you go to any other website, you can probably use a Google login or Facebook login, but so on and so forth. In Web3, I think you can access log in with a MetaMask to jump into any website to log in, right? So right now you can think about how we can combine Telegram account with your on-chain ID to build an all-in-one login system. Then you don't necessarily to need any passwords and so forth. So this is a great demo to show how you can access the app through your Telegram account, which is tremendously different. Because if you are a MetaMask user, you have to jump into a MetaMask login or so on and so forth. It's quite terrible for sure. So this is a quick demo to show you that how you can build the uh, Telegram login to any others application. So um, this is some overview conclusion. If you want to highlight or memorize what we're talking about today, you can check about some just highlight would be Tang is a non-EVM blockchain, and it also have the AA sharding feature since the day one. And also we have lots of interesting D app, for example, fragment.com. And also we have like Telegram web app, which is a mini app. And also we have Ed Wallet, which is I just airdrop to you. So on the other hand, I think everyone here should be having some crypto stuff, like crypto assets, so on and so forth. So this guy is called Matt Huang. He's founder of the Paradigm, which is the biggest, probably the biggest VC in our crypto world. So he posted this kind of a Twitter thread, asked about who is a role model in crypto space. And what do you think about this? What is your role models in crypto space? Right? It's a quite harsh question. Um, and also, if you besides with Vitalik, what would you choose? Right. So I think right now Durav have somehow kind of a reputation or lots of supporter, especially the reason why he built a Telegram is want to have a more freedom world, so on and so forth. So I think right now, if I trying to answer that question, I would say maybe Durav more than the Vitalik right now. Since if especially someone mentioned CZ might be a role model in the crypto space, right? Like if you asked this kind of question a few months ago. So if you want to learn more, you can just scan the QR code to join our community, which is the developer group chat. But if you are not developer, you can leave so on and so forth later on. But I think this is a general, as I mentioned, the presentation is supposedly prepared for specific for developer since I'm the developer relationship in Asia. So on the other hand, that'll be more general and maybe generalized and maybe associate with you, which is a Town Society program. So right now we just launching kind of a program, which is if you can build something and bring the users, we can help you just airdrop some Town coin. So as you can see, this is a for batch. So once you launch any product or community, let's say, can bring the on-chain user, you can earn this kind of NFT, but which is SBT, which is not able to transfer or sell on the market. But but as you can see, we have a more than the a lot of a roadmap will launch in next year, and you can see lots of community project right now. And most importantly, we will trying to you can earn the XP points in next year. Then you can redeem those XP point to Toncoin later on. So, yeah. So this is kind of a kind of a promotion and demo video to show that how we value the projects. So if you can bring like millions of users, then you can trying to redeem those Toncoin for sure. So the program will be starting next year, spring, so on and so forth. Yeah. So this is some kind of detail about the uh, Tang society. And also some opportunity, right? Because we all know that the Toncoin already launched. So if you ask me whether you should buy Toncoin, I would say maybe FDV is so high, so uh, I wouldn't recommend you, but doing buy any stuff for sure. I can, so I wouldn't, right? And maybe opportunity will be you can build some project. For example, if you are a user, you can build DeFi stuff from the Ethereum you saw. Maybe it's any DeFi project you saw on Ethereum. You can build on Town blockchain, maybe SocialFi, RWAs, or any mini app, right? Or you can build like trading app. So that would be a great killer app in here. So let me give you an example. As I mentioned, right, you can access the D app through your Telegram web wallet. So as you can see, you can easily access any other trading bot through your Telegram wallet without any download new, without need to download new Web3 wallet. So you can see how easy you can pop up with a one uh, mini app pages and then buy and sell your crypto asset. I think this would be one example for the killer app show up in upcoming 6 months or upcoming next year for sure. So yeah, one more thing will be I know there's a few people new join, but I already share some of the link in the group chat. If you haven't joined the group chat, you cannot get the airdrop. So feel free to scan the QR code to join and get the airdrop. So yeah, this is a today's sharing. So happy you guys to show up today and learn something about Tom blockchain. Thank you. Cool. Thanks, guys. Thank you, guys. If you have any question, feel free to ask me in here. Oh, oh, Q&A. Yeah. Yes. To check. Ah. Hmm. As a people working in Town Foundation, I probably cannot recommend any application to use. So I would say maybe you can try out the application I show you. It's called Stone Trade. So which is on-chain derivatives. So you can easy you can easily buy and sell on long or short the Town on a decentralized derivatives exchange. Yeah, cool. Any other question? Because I saw you have a T-shirt like tons. Yes. Cool. So yeah, let's enjoy some foods and drinks because I know some people just joined in. Yeah. Thank you.